Hey guys, let's talk about how you can use text message marketing to accomplish all kinds of things in your painting business. I'm Brandon Lewis with Painters Academy and Painters Weekly. If you find these videos to be helpful, it'd be a huge personal favor to me if you'd click the subscribe button below so that we can keep bringing you this information that hopefully is making your day-to-day operations a little easier and put some money in your pocket. Text messaging. I am a big proponent of what we refer to as multi-step, multimedia marketing. And I do not have a prejudice against any medium, mail, email, social media, etc. In fact, when it comes to reaching people directly, there are only 5 ways that you can do it. And US mail and text messaging are 2 that I see being underutilized by painting contractors. So here are a few steps for incorporating text messaging into your painting business in ways that you may not be doing now. Step number 1 is you need to make sure that you get people's permission to send them text messages. There are all kinds of laws on the books. I'm not an attorney. I don't play one on TV. This isn't legal advice. If you need legal advice, seek it out from a lawyer. But you need to have opt-ins. Typically, most people that opt in or request an estimate on your painting website, you can put terms and conditions on there, let them know that you'll contact them through this or that way, and they're opting in. Some other people that may come to you through phone calls or other avenues, you might want to make sure that in your contracts you have a simple little clause, maybe 1 sentence, that says they authorize you to communicate with them by email, text, etc. So do try to get permission to opt in. It's a little bit of a gray area if you send out mass text messages to people that have not opted in officially, almost like when the Wild West of email first started. That's number 1. Number 2, you can send out mass text messages and simply ask people questions like, will you need anything painted between now and the end of the year? Question mark. Ted the Painter. A lot of times people don't remember your company name, and for many of you with long company names, and I've seen some long ones, you've got a limit on text messages, so you want to keep it brief and you want to keep it interactive and you want it to feel like it's coming from one person, not a mass text blast. And if you do not have that compiled, if you're not using mass text to try to find work or to drive people to different landing pages or offers, I'd recommend you do that. A second way that you can use text messaging that is very powerful is at the end of every job. If you will go into your Google My Business page and get the direct review link, and this is going to be different than just copying and pasting it out of the URL. That will work on desktop, but it does not work on mobile. Get that direct review link, shorten it with a link shortener, and then at the end of every job, just ask people, hey, if I text you a link, would you consider giving my company a review? And you text them right there when you're at the end of the job. You say, can I see if that came up right? And if it works, sometimes it doesn't. Get them to pull it all the way up, and then you're much more likely to get an on-site review there. Can you get them in other places, going back to your list? Absolutely. But this is going to be a lot more effective for you. A third way that you can use, I guess it's actually a 4th way that you can use text messaging that can really help you, is in closing sales. And I know many of you may send a text message where you ask people, hey, I'm just following up on the estimate, your standard type of interaction with the client using text messaging for follow-up, which you should. Another way is to shoot a personal video. And that's just simply where you hold up your phone and you go, hey, Mrs. Johnson, this is Brandon with ABC Painting. I'm really excited about working on your deck staining project. Would you mind calling me or text messaging me and let me know what you're thinking? Thanks so much. Hit send. Those personalized video text messages will get higher replies. Don't even type any text with it. Just send the video. They're going to want to open it and see why you've sent it and what it is. So you've got lots of tools at your disposal. Going through your painting career without using text, without using email, without using mail, without using phone, without using slide broadcasts, without using social media. It's just crazy. You would never paint a house with just a roller, just a brush, or just a sprayer. You have multiple tools in your tool belt. When you're marketing to your client list or list of prospective customers, commercial or residential, it's really helpful to use every single tool at your disposal. I'm Brandon Lewis of Painters Weekly and Painters Academy. Before you leave, click the subscribe button. Forward this to other painters if you find it helpful. I'll see you next week.